In this video, we're going to be taking a look at the 212th Battalion Clone Trooper from the Vintage Collection and the Legacy Collection. Hi there Star Wars collectors, and welcome to another Bossk's Bounty video, and welcome to an episode of Clone Trooper Tuesday. As I mentioned in the intro, we're going to be taking a look at the 212th Battalion, and I've got two figures to open on this video. I've got the 212th Battalion Clone Trooper from the Vintage Collection and the one from the Legacy Collection. And to be honest, I always thought that these figures were the same. I always thought that this guy was repacked from this guy. But I will show you once I've opened them, the differences between them. The Legacy Collection one here, this packaging actually came out in 2012, 2013. It was supposed to replace the Vintage Collection, I do believe, but it didn't last long. And then obviously they brought out the 3.75 inch Black Series instead, and they actually cancelled this line. So this line here is commonly known as the cancelled line of the Legacy Collection figures. As you can see, we do get a Builder Droid part in there. I do believe that is a leg of the Count Dooku's droid. Let's have a look. Count Dooku's pilot droid, yeah, FA4. So these are the Droid Factory Legacy Collection figures. Some really good figures in here. And most of these Legacy Collection figures actually ended up in the Black Series 3.75. So if we look at the back, definitely the Luminara did, and so did the Anakin Skywalker. So quite a lot of the figures from this line ended up being in the 3.75 inch Black Series anyway. But this one, of course, is the Vintage Collection VC38. Now, this figure actually came out before they updated the clone body. So as we can see here, this one actually has the older body, and look at that helmet, the different colour that's gone seriously yellow. I'm opening up this one because it's a damaged card. I bought it damaged on purpose because I really wanted to open the figure. And what I plan to do, hopefully, is to take the helmet from this one and put it on that figure. Because you'll notice that the helmet on this one is really, really white compared to the body. Not so much difference with this one, of course, because this one's gone seriously yellow, but I think that helmet will go better with that body, but we'll take a look in a minute. As I said before, this is like the older sculpt of the Clone Trooper, and I think they changed it when VC45 came out. That looks to me like the VC45 body. Really, really skinny legs. Of course, it was used for the 501st and things like that. So we're going to open both of the figures up and take a look. Okay then, so here is the 212th Battalion Clone Troopers out of the packaging, and this one is the Vintage Collection version and this one is the Legacy Collection version. As I mentioned before, you can really see the difference in the helmets there in terms of this one's gone seriously yellow and this one hasn't it. This one's gleaming white. Even compared to the guy's body, it's a different white. But of course, this one's gone so badly yellow. And that was always a problem. You can really see the difference in the sculpts now. As I mentioned before, this one here, the Legacy Collection one, is the one that they still currently use now. So they actually use this one for the most recent 41st Elite Corps Trooper that we got in the Vintage Collection 2.0. Obviously different paint and what have you. This one here is what I commonly called the antenna mold. So it's very much like the ones that you used to get in the Saga Collection, and even as far back as 2005 Revenge of the Sith. Obviously a bit more articulation. It's got ball jointed hips, I do believe, but he doesn't have the removable antenna in the back, but the mold and the sculpt is very, very similar. Even down to the head, you'll see there it's got the old clone head, whereas if you look at this one, very, very similar to what you would get now. You can really see the difference there. This guy from the Legacy Collection has got a load of battle damage on him as well. You can see all the markings and stuff on his armour. So really this is the superior figure of the two, but I can't help but love this sculpt. I always did like it. I think a cross between the two is what's needed. I do feel that we need a new Clone Trooper from the ground up, very much like they've done with the Stormtrooper. I've said it lots of times before, but if they could get something similar to that, because I always just think this one's a bit skinny compared to this guy anyway. But there they are. And of course, Articulation Is Fantastic. As I said, it is based on the VC45 Clone Trooper mold, which has got pretty much everything you need. It's got ball jointed shoulders, elbows, a hinge at the wrist, torso, ball jointed hips, knees, hinge at the ankle. No rocker. So this is the sort of thing that could be improved. Rocker ankles, things like that. But yeah, it's still a great looking figure, and it'll go very nicely in the army. Now, of course, this guy here, the helmet just looks a different white, doesn't it? But so if we were to put this helmet on this guy, who previously had the badly yellowed one, let's see if it fits first of all, and let's see how it looks. a bit better, but still you can really see that it's like a much brighter white than the rest of the figure. So they've really got to get on top of this sort of thing, Hasbro, and this is where the quality control for me comes into it. A lot of these clone troopers badly yellowed, especially this mold. The chest area, the torso, always yellowed, and obviously the helmets as well. And of course the helmet is oversized as well, and this is why we need a brand new clone trooper from the ground up, in my opinion. But still, 2 more clone troopers for my 212th Battalion army. I think I've got about 10 of them now, which is pretty cool. What I think I'll do is I'll probably keep him displayed like this without the helmet on, and I'll probably just store the helmet away because it's badly yellowed. I may try and whiten it up if I can, but I don't think it's going to be really possible. And then this guy, yep, he's going to be displayed with the helmet on, because I do like the battle damage on the helmet there. Very nice paintwork, and he has it all over his body, so he's a good one, this one. Now, of course, the danger is that they could repack this guy into the vintage collection, because as I said, they're still using that VC45 mold. They've used it for that 41st Elite Core Trooper, exactly the same figure as this, just a different colour. And of course, the last time we had one in the vintage collection, it was the old mold. So if they ever think about doing the 212th again, this could be the guy that we'd get, which I think's bad, because we do need a better sized helmet for the figure. Anyway then, guys, that's Clone Trooper Tuesday this week. We've had a look at 2 212th Battalion Clone Troopers. Hope you've enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Do we need a whole new Clone Trooper, or do you think this one's good enough? Let me know in the comments. Thank you very much for watching, and we shall see you on the next one.